okay to always go back to a dictionary. Sound good? There's no shame in that. That's what they said. No shame in using a dictionary. But if you are taking a test that says no using the dictionary, we need to give you a strategy, right? A strategy that'll help you understand the word. Sound good? Okay. So, IDEAS is the acronym that we're going to use. So let's set up our notebooks. What you're going to do is you're going to cut out the note help that I gave you. Okay, so your context clues, we're going to go ahead and cut those out. And we're going to rearrange those. So although yours are in a certain number, we're going to spell the word IDEAS. Cut on the dotted lines, cut each one out. In the end, your notebook's going to kind of look like this. This is what they said they wanted their notebook to look like. But I would like you to spell the word IDEAS. Oops, we're going to cut these apart. Cut out each magnifying glass. And you can even cut them in, like, they don't have to be super detailed, but just cut them here. Right? Very good. That way there's not a whole lot of writing. We can focus on the learning. You spell IDEAS. So here's your title. Right? These are my 5 context clues. Now, we want to do IDEAS. Where's the I? Okay, where's the I? The first letter is I. Very good. See, even though it says number 5, we're not going to do number 5. We're going to just use I. I wish it could fit. I. Where's D? Can we spell IDEAS? D. Okay, look at the first letter. Underline the I. I. D. Good job. Okay, can we read this? Context clues are good reading. Context. Big. Break it apart. What are we trying to do? You can use context clues to, what is that word? What is FIG? You said it already. Fig. Like when you text. What is that? UR says your. Put it together. Fig. Figure. Out. Does that make sense? Figure out. Mm-hmm. Okay. When you don't know the meaning of a word, you can use context clues to figure out its meaning. Yes? And there are how many? 5. All right. Kingston, your book looks great. Can you show Ariana what you did next? Or what Mrs. Higa did? Look, what did he do? You all should have highlighters. He highlighted the acronym. Okay, did you do that, Lily? Yeah, is that done for you? Because those first letters, that acronym is going to help you remember. Oh, how can I figure out this word? Well, I could use any of these to figure out a word. Yeah? So what is our acronym? Yeah, and in my head, when I hear IDEAS, I think of a light bulb going off in my head. Oh, yeah! You got a sound. Oh, think of that sound. Oh, something popped into my head. When you hear IDEAS, what do you think of? IDEAS. What do you think about? And I tell you, IDEAS, Kingston. Apparently she hears a poop. What do you think of? IDEAS. Say, oh, you hear poop? What do you think of when I say IDEAS?
I get deling.
Oh, you hear a deling. Okay. I think of a light bulb. Everyone's different. So we're just going to think of that word, though. ideas. Everybody's got it highlighted? Awesome. And then today we're focusing on inference, right? I think this one's a really hard one to learn. It's how I infer. And this is just a review because on St. Patrick's Day we did something in our Google Classroom, right? We did these context clues for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to show you, Ariana discovered it in her Google Classroom. So it is in your Google Classroom for you guys to try later. I'll show you how I can use the words around a word to figure out what it means. Okay? So we're going to talk about this leprechaun. So here's my sentence. Because a leprechaun is so minuscule, it is hard to find his goal. It's hard to find his goal. What do I know about leprechauns? Small. Thank you. I know that they're like little menahunis, right? They like little menahunis that live in Ireland. Oh, small. What is, of these three words, which one kind of is small? Synonym for small. Synonym for small is tiny. So we're using what we know to figure out the words. Okay, I'm going to let you guys try together. Ooh, this one's a hard one. Originated. Does anyone know originated off the top of their head? No, you don't know originated? So let's figure it out. St. Patrick's Day originated in Ireland. Began? What makes you think it began? What do you know about St. Patrick's Day? Did it come from Hawaii?
No.
Oh.
It came from Ireland.
Apparently it came from Ireland, right? So there was two parts in this sentence that gave us context. St. Patrick's Day. Is that from Hawaii? Is that like Prince Kukiel St. Patrick's Day? No, right? It's not from here. It must come from somewhere else, right? So, very good, Kingston. He said began. It doesn't make sense if we said it original in Ireland. It doesn't make sense to say to have left Ireland, but it does make sense to say, oh, it began in Ireland. And the context helps you figure that out. What you know about St. Patrick's Day and what you know about Ireland. And you're gonna read the sentence to us and then we can solve it together. Don't worry, we're gonna help each other. Everyone gets two. And this will be your new task card set that you guys can play with anytime. I'll show you. So you come up here. Ready? Stop dawdling and hurry up, or we're gonna be late for the party. Then I show it to my friends. The word is dawdling. Okay? Stop dawdling and hurry up, or we're gonna be late for the party. What do we think dawdling means in that context?
Playing around.
Right, because what makes you late for the party?
Messing around.
Messing around. Very good.
I'll go then.
Okay. We can take turns. Everyone has two. Okay, let's all try and use the story, the hints, the clues around the word.
Okay. Tim was irate that they lost the game, but he took a deep breath and then he felt better.
Nice. Irate.
Irate.
Uh-huh. So tell them the word is,
Irate.
trying to figure out irate.
Like when you lose a game, like what do you feel? Like how do you feel? Sad? Upset?
Right.
Mad? Upset? So
What did he do after he...
he took a deep breath and then he felt better.
Oh, that's like a brave breath, right? When do I have to take a brave breath? When I'm very good, when I'm mad. Frustrated. Okay. So, ding ding, that's the word. Irate means to be mad or upset. And you figured that out because you know when you feel like that, right? Good job, Ariana. Teach us some more, girl. Teach us some more.
Alright, so as I'll
Next
say.
card.
Alright. No. Alright. given to me on the airplane was quite meager.
Meager. Very good, Sandra.
It didn't look like it would fill me up.
What's the word? The bold word?
Meager.
Meager. Okay? Meager. We're trying to figure out what's meager. Can you help her figure it out? Meager. Could you read me the word one more time? The sentence?
The meal given to me on the airplane was quite meager.
The meal given to her on the plane was quite meager.
Oh, little.
Keep going. She needs more clues.
Alright.
I didn't feel.
The meal given to me on the airplane was quite meager.
Keep going. Finish it.
It didn't look like it would fill me up.
Small. Very good. Okay. So it's when I very good. Infer. When I come to a
conclusion.
Thank you. Infer. Making a conclusion. Based on what, Ariana?
Based on known facts or evidence.
Based on what you already know.
Schema.
Schema, right? Based on what you already know about, remember how you said we're reading around the word? So we're making a conclusion based on what you already know about the words around. The unknown. Because all of this is trying to figure out words that are unknown, right? So when we infer, we're making a conclusion, okay? You don't have to worry about talking to Mr. Blomberg. He's very affable. Yes, ma'am, he's nice. Yeah? Did you get that, Ariana? Is that a word you would say describes affable? And also easy to talk to. Kingston, do you think that's what affable means? Or could you give me a different way to describe affable? Define affable. Trustworthy, yes. Easy to approach. Very good. Any questions, comments, or concerns? When do we use this? When do we use context clues? When do we infer? Why are we learning this? To help us what? That's right. To help do something. Yeah, sure, Ariana. Yeah.
That's gonna help us in our vocabulary.
Very good. What kind of vocabulary? It's right here. When you read that definition. Context clues are going to help you when? Yes. We're learning all of these things, ideas, because when you don't know the meaning of a word, which is going to happen, you could use any of these things to help you by reading around the word. Does that make sense? All right. You guys did so good. Give yourselves a round of applause. You need a brain break, yeah? Brain break.